Hello and welcome back. I cannot remember what I did last time. I'm gonna just bump the microphone around all willy-nilly. Let's see, so we had this... Right. Yeah, we had a few things we could do. Oh geez, I might have to do some grinding proper, huh? I'm wondering though, like actually? Huh. I don't know. I'm curious if, like, what the best strategy for something like... Was it the Wish Cave? No, it was like... What was it? Purity Forest? Yeah, Purity Forest with items not acceptable. Yeah. Okay, sorry. Let's see. So 30 floors... Yeah, we can do this. Oh, I didn't realize I was so high level. Gosh darn. And I'm probably going to... We'll see. I'll probably just cut most of this out. I think last time I was kind of like, oh, I don't want to do the stuff with the things. I just want to get the boss fights done and then I'll be done. And then like, I was like, actually I kind of want to, I just need to talk, I need to vent. I think. Yeah, hopefully, here's hoping we might be able to actually keep this to a reasonably sized video. We'll see. Of course, if anything, special happens, I will, splice that in, so. Oh. I guess this would be one of the things I just in case, just to be clear, just to be safe, there was a moment where I used an Iron Thorn through an Iron Thorn and, you know. Alright. Ah. Damn. Hold on. I'll also say my parents were away for the weekend. They brought me back some like hard candy licorice, some licorice hard candies, and I'm like, oh my god. Maybe I'm destined to be that uncle, but I love him. Great. I don't want to get rid of Grumpig. If we have a Ditto, then that's something. I love the idea if we just showed up to Rapidash's house. They're like, hey, what's up? I'd love to go join you. And then we're just like, we kind of have a full party already. And they're like, oh, okay, see ya. And they just disappear. And here we are. Alright. So I will say, I started streaming Deus Ex as a aside. That's an interesting. It is an interesting game. Oh, the AI doesn't know how to play me. All I need to do is use rollout. Why didn't you transform into Entei? I don't know if transform can actually... Could be the case that transform only works on allies, or you can only turn into allies. That wouldn't surprise me. But yeah. I'll say Deus Ex is definitely an interesting game. So far. What else? What else about that? Well, I don't know. I was just thinking about, like, you know, all the Pokemon that, I'm just thinking about all the Pokemon that, or I'm sorry, I'm thinking of all the games that I'm gonna have to do a Let's Play of at some point. And it's kind of weird, because it's like, it feels like I don't really have a lot of games to Let's Play, but there's still a bunch of stuff. I need to do all the Far Crys, I need to do Far Cry 2 and above, I need to edit the Cyberpunk Phantom Liberty stuff. I need to, then, you know, eventually get to the whole, hey, I want to do the, I want to do Final Fantasy, all the Final Fantasies. And then, you know, the Deus Ex series as well. So, yeah. And I don't know... I am also thinking that maybe some fan Pokemon games, I might do something like that. Oh! Like always, slow to rise, aren't you, Team Dusters? But that's not what I came here to say, not today. Irks me to say this, but I need your help. Can you take me up to Mount Freeze? Tried over and over to go up, but it's steep and harsh. Ninetales is up on Mount Freeze. I've got to see Ninetales. I'm prepared to do whatever it takes. Okay. Well, you're gonna have to wait, because we're not going there for a little while. Yeah, so I think the plan for now is going to be to get all the legendary dogs. Although, now that I'm thinking about it, yeah, I should probably get maybe some more food items. Yeah, so we're gonna get the legendary dogs. I'm gonna try just pausing the recording, just to see how this works. I've never done this before, but like, yeah. So I was gonna start the recording back on like floor 25, but we're close enough. Did I pick up any? I did not pick up any interesting orbs. A shame. I'm gonna, oh shoot, come on, dude. Wait, Earth Power works on everybody? Well, I wish I had realized that. Oh, also these Magnazones seem to have a lot of it, like 400 HP. Seems a little insane. In a one-on-one fight, rollout is like an insta-kill on anything, no matter what. So it doesn't matter, but, you know. But yeah. What was I gonna say? I have played a little bit of Pokemon Infinite Fusion. I don't know, I'm not 100% sure if it's like, not sure if it was a thing of like 100. If it was like, I'm sorry, I'm not sure if it was like a. I want to say it had like multiple generations, but I can't remember precisely. And obviously, I think it did have like, you know, not every Pokemon, but at least a lot of Pokemon, right? And I wanted to check. When I was looking at, when I was thinking of like, with like Grumpig, and I'm like, okay, so there was a, so there's Artist, Remy Raccoon, Squirk Dragon, whatever, whatever they go by. I've mentioned them several times, I think, in this series. Holy. Sorry, so, they do a lot of, like, they have some transformation art, they do, like, they're also a big fan of, Body Swap, and naturally a big fan of, Pokemon Mystery Dungeon. And they made, like, an interesting point of, like, all of their OCs when they, like, got turned into Pokemon, because of course they did at some point. All the OCs, like, you know, it's not necessarily, you know, like, your favorite Pokemon, but a Pokemon that, like, matches their personality. Not to say that I think Grumpig fits my personality, but, I don't think that, more to say that I don't think Sandslash really fits my personality. But I don't know what does. Maybe Alakazam. But I also feel like Alakazam is like a little bit of a loaded answer. It feels a little bit pretentious to say. But and I don't think I would be like particularly offensive. But I would definitely not be like, definitely not a physical attacker. I wouldn't be a tank, I would be a support, I think. I think, like, a maybe slightly offensively minded support of some kind of utility. It's definitely one thing with, like, what was it? I'm trying to think. There was another Pokemon game, like a fan-made Pokemon game, and I think I did actually do a little bit of recording for it. I don't know why in particular, what was so special about it. I was like, hey, this is the thing I could record. I recorded like one thing of it, and I was like, eh. There's always like the... Oh, but yeah, I need to look and like... Because there's like a million Pokemon. Well, not a million, you know, but there's 1,000 Pokemon. If there's ever like a, if I ever look through like the Pokemon Fusion thing and like see what all the artwork looks like, you're always gonna like, oh, I want to see every variant of Lopunny, but like every variant of Lucario, but like you're not gonna get all of them. And there are some really cool ones. This also kind of sucks because there's like, because it's not just like, you know, like Lucario and Shuppet. Well, I should say, like Riolu and Shuppet, you know, doesn't evolve into Lucario and Banette. Right? I could be wrong, but you know, it evolves into either Bayonet and Riolu, or Lucario and Shuppet. And like, I think specifically I have a picture of Riolu and Shuppet and Lucario and Shuppet saved, because it's like, basically just Riolu and Lucario with like a cloak, and I'm like, ah, oh, it looks so good. But also, I don't know. I guess Eviolite would work. I don't know. I'm also trying to think of what Pokemon I would be if or what fusion would best serve me. I'm gonna just ignore. I'm just gonna ignore. Sorry. I do think, I'm sure I've mentioned it, and I have no idea. Is Legends? Oh geez, the new Legends game might actually like be out by the time. I can't remember when it's coming out. It could be coming out sooner than later. Oh geez. Sorry. One thing I would really love to see, is a Pokemon Legend, is a like a regional variant for Bunnelby, or an evolution of Bunnelby. That's what I would love to see. Or I guess an evolution of Diggersby, one that doesn't look quite so, that doesn't look like a dad bod excavator. A dad bod excavator bunny. Anyways, Raikou, devastate you again, but you didn't devastate me the last time. Take that out of context. But the thing also with that is that there really isn't a raccoon Pokemon. Well, I mean, I guess there's Zigzagoon. So what, like Zigzagoon and Baneri maybe? Zigzagoon and Lopunny? Maybe Linoon could work. Probably could work. I don't know. It's like, because yeah, I'm sorry. I mean, Zigzagoon is definitely a raccoon, but it's like, it's a raccoon that evolves into a badger. And that's not terrible. It's just a thing. Wow. Sorry, I've also got smoked Gouda pretzels. Kind of, very much into these right now. Oh, I also saw, dude, there's so many Pokemon fusion combinations. Like, it does make me really interested in doing, like, trying fusion, or looking into, like, fusion art and fusion, like, transformation things, but I also, like, I don't know. Like, I don't know what I would do with my OCs. I guess maybe I just need to come up with some more interesting OCs myself. But I don't know. Sorry, I'm just like... Ugh, dude. Dude! No, actually, while I'm here, I do want to look one thing up. Pokemon Mystery Dungeon Wiki. You know, I saw, apparently there is a Chocobo's Dungeon board game, which I'm very curious about. Alright. Okay, sorry. I was just looking up where you get Riolu. And you get Riolu from Buried Relic, Mount Faraway, Silver Trench, Solar Cave, Stormy Sea, allegedly. All Mystery House. All specifically in Mystery Houses. So... And yeah, I guess I will see you at floor 25 of... What is this, Northwind Plain? Whatever it's called. I'll see you then. Alright. So we've got a pretty interesting entourage of Pokemon here. Sorry, I have a video playing and I should not have a video playing. But now I've got an ad playing. Grand. I don't know, I'm also wondering, I'm sure that somebody's had the idea of doing like Pokemon Infinite Fusion, but like in a mystery dungeon. Also, I'm level 90. Good, I was not expecting to get to level 90 this dungeon. I, like, Vileplume leveled up, and I was like, oh hey, like, I wonder how close I am. And I was like, oh no, it's not gonna happen. But then it did. I mean, I'd have to look, but like over the course of the series, like I have XP boost. I've got XP boost and I've got and I've got the Joy Scarf, so like, you know, that's how that works, but yeah. Or that's how I've gotten to such a high level. Also, I will say, I mentioned Deus Ex very briefly, and too briefly. I'm gonna talk more about Pokemon, but right now I have a Deus Ex song playing, so like... I'm really curious, cause like... Also, I had told myself I'm gonna replace Jinx with Croconaw if that came up. Oh, we do already have a Jinx? Okay, cool. But yeah, for one thing, the Deus Ex theme, like in the original Deus Ex, da 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 da. No, it's da 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 dun 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 da da dun 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 da 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 dun. It's great, and it reminds me so much of like the. I was trying to think of, like, this reminds me eerily of something, and I think it's, I never watched the show, but, like, the Wolverine, or, like, X-Men, and, like, an X-Men cartoon, I think. And I can't remember exactly what the song is, but I'm sure if you know, you know. Because, like, now I've got it confused with Deus Ex. Deus Ex, it's interesting so far. I've streamed it, or I'm streaming it. That there's a lot of like, they give you like a few different ways to approach situations, and there's always some way that you could like, oh well, you need to get through this door. Well, either that door is going to need. That door either has a key or a passcode, and either you can hack the door, or you could either hack the door, you could lockpick the door, potentially, you know, or you could find another way around, or you could, you know, you don't need to use an item, you could use another thing. You could also maybe use, like, you know, potentially, like, if it's, you might even be able to blow up the door, you know, that kind of thing. And it's actually very, well, I don't know. It's an interesting thought of, like, The first time, like the first mission, the first proper mission you go on, you go, and if you kill a bunch of dudes, and you go to the armor, you like brag, you're like, oh man, I saw so much action, I killed so many people, and then the armor is like, hey, I got you some stuff and some ammo, and then you're like, hey, oh dude, it was amazing, I went and I killed a bunch of people, and the dude was like, I'm not gonna give you the ammo, maybe don't kill people, maybe don't try to kill so many people, and I don't know exactly how that all works. I did look it up, and like, the only branching ending is, like, you get a choice, basically, in, like, the final dungeon, or the final level of the game, and that's the only place where you're, that affects the ending, but in terms of how people see you, like, in the world, from a roleplay standpoint, and, like, yeah, your actions do have consequences, but not necessarily in a super direct way, which I'm really curious to see how that plays with the rest of Deus Ex. My only issue is, like, my only issue with that whole system, right, is, like, I love the gunplay. Okay, the gunplay isn't, like, the best. It actually is, like, Deus Ex is from, like, 2000 or 2001. It has, like, a thing where, like, you level up and you're better at aiming, you're better at using a scope. It's really bad early on. Like, by modern standards, it's really a turn-off, and it's really unfortunate. Like, I don't mind that that's how it works, but it's just like, this is too much. This is just too much, you know? The real problem in my mind is that, but yeah, like, I love the gunplay, and, you do get a non-lethal ranged weapon immediately. So, like, in that regard, it's not, you know, it's you know, whatever. But, yeah, it's, kind of insane. 'Cause, like, you know, you only have so much ammo, and there's not a really persistent shop you can go to get more ammo. Oh, and there's also an inventory management system. No. Sorry, Crocodile. There's also an inventory management system, I guess similar to, like, Resident Evil, where it's kind of a, where you kind of have to play Tetris, and I really love that system, and that there's a reasonably limited amount of stuff you can carry. There's a reasonably limited amount of stuff you can carry, and it does make you, like, you do have to make some real choices about what you're gonna carry with you. And I'm just like, I'm gonna carry around this flamethrower because like, I hope I can sell it, get some more money, and hopefully make things easier on myself in the future. I don't know. If there's a place where you can sell a flamethrower, then that's the thing. But, like, in order to keep that flamethrower, I dropped it off at, like, the main headquarters, or whatever. I had to, like, sacrifice so many items. It was kind of insane. But yeah. And I don't know. So I think, like, when I'm probably gonna play through Deus Ex kind of crazy, bloodthirsty, on stream, and then when it comes to the Let's Play, I'll try to do things a little bit more stealthy. But we'll see. I also, like, that's the thing, right? Like, I don't know. Like, it'll be a really interesting way to get around that sort of system. So my problem is that I enjoy the game, I enjoy the gunplay, but I want to do things non-lethally. They do have a crossbow. They have the singular crossbow with trank darts. And then they have melee weapons, but like the melee weapons are not that. It's like Bethesda style where it's really simple. And there's not really a complicated melee system, you know? Which is real unfortunate. I just need, I don't know. What if, also, hey, Suicune. What if, because you could do like non-lethal bullets that just do less damage or something, and like that would be a decent trade-off. I mean, what if there was just like a chance of like, there was a chance that your enemies would like not get knocked unconscious, and then you might have to like stabilize. You might have to actually take the time to stabilize them so that they don't bleed out. That would be interesting. I'm just realizing, completely strange subject to talk about in Pokemon. I was also going to say something else about Pokemon. So, maybe I'll do that when we take Gengar up Mount Freeze. Yeah, that could work. If... Also, oh man, Delibird. Gotta love Delibird. Delibird. Oh, and Croconaw, look at that smile.